In the last 7 days, I've made over £2,000, I've been covered in the national news multiple times, and one of my coaching clients is nearing a 5k a month. But not so long ago, I barely had enough money to fill up my car, and I was terrified that I wasn't in control of my own life and where it was going. But that's completely changed, and here are the 3 things that I done to do that. Step 1 is post on social media. I don't care what you think, but social media genuinely has the highest potential to change your life from the smallest amount of input. I still have a relatively small following, but I've been able to land thousands in brand deals purely because I set up my phone and post silly videos on social media. People are going to tell you it's cringy, people are going to say it's embarrassing, but if you listen to that, you will get nowhere near the amount of opportunities you could possibly get if you start posting. When you start, it's going to be difficult and no one's going to watch it, but you have to persevere and continue because that's where the real hard work is. And social media is useful for anything that you're doing. No matter what business you're doing, you'll always benefit from documenting the process. Step 2 is don't do it alone. Now, for the business I run, I found a mentor who was already making 5 figures a month doing that. So it only made sense that if I followed them and listened to them, I'd be doing the exact same thing, and that eventually became true. Everything you've been stuck on, someone's already went through and solved, so 2 years of something you could struggle with could be finished in an afternoon with a mentor if you just sit and talk about what you're doing. I also joined a community of people that were doing the exact same thing as me, and I wanted to learn from them. I was able to ask questions, state what I was feeling, and I was able to learn from a whole community of people that were doing the exact same thing as me. Things like that keep you motivated even when you aren't, and when something looks impossible, when you look to people who have already done it, it easily becomes something that's tangible. Most people don't ask for help because they feel like that's admitting defeat, but the thing is, you don't know, that's the whole point. You want to be in the room where everyone already has it figured out and learn from that. Number 3, it sounds cliche, but you have to believe it's going to work out. This one sounds obvious, but it's honestly the hardest one out of the 3. I was terrified that it wouldn't work out, but deep down I did believe every single step of the way that I would eventually get there. And every time it got hard, and every time I was close to quitting, I thought the same thing, that this is the hard part, it's not meant to be easy, and this is what things look like just before they eventually work out. Believing is not the thing that's going to get you there. You have to do both, work and believe, but believing is going to be the thing that makes you keep going on month 9 when things still haven't went your way. If you go into something and you believe it's not going to go far, it won't. You'll quit at the first hard part and call it realism. But again, belief won't do the work for you, but it will keep you in the room to get the work done. And this morning I filled up my car without checking to see how much it costs, and that's exactly the type of freedom I always wanted when I was struggling.